What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Rockefeller back for another video. Today in house we have the LG G4. This is LG's top of the line TV for 2024. It has the new MLA technology. This is their 2.0 version. They've had 3 different levels of OLED since my LG CX. LG claims a peak brightness of 3000 nits with this particular television with their new MLA tech. That's what has me excited and curious. The TV behind me, the QN900B 8K, it has a peak brightness of up to 4000 nits. For an OLED to have a peak brightness of 3000 nits, that's no easy feat. So I definitely wanted to take a look at this LG G4. For 2024, LG also has the A11 processor. And so I'm excited to see what type of upscaling it can do for lower content, 720p, upwards of 1080p and 4K. So it's going to be awesome to see how that processor kicks in to clean up the image. So without further ado, guys, let's get to the unboxing. All right, let's get my trusty knife out that I got from Honduras. I always have me blade.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
So let's see what's inside the box. So the first thing I see, some plastic here. Not sure what that goes to just yet. We have, this is going to be for the back of the stand. So you have some pieces that are for the back of the stand. All right, you have a remote here, some batteries. Yep, this is the Magic Remote. I have an older one with my CX. Looks like you have your typical literature and instructions. You have some type of auxiliary speaker wire, maybe. I'm not sure what this is. We'll have to take a look at it. Bruh. You have some screws for the back of the TV and some clips here. All right, so we'll take out this. A little bit more literature here. Trash. All right, this is part of the mount. All right, guys, you have this behind the panel. Looks like some more styrofoam protection. And you also have what looks like maybe some type of cable concealer. Has a nice texture to it. Definitely plastic, but has a nice texture. That's to the side for now. All right, guys. All right, so this obviously is the stand. All right, so this is the stand. It says LG OLED on the front, and it's got some weight to it. So that's good. And has kind of like instructions on how the stand actually works. So a lot of these pieces here are for the stand. This is the remote here. All right, so it has instructions on the back with screws and the parts to put the stand together. So yeah, you got a bunch of parts to the stand. Let's put this to the side for now. All right, guys, so next would be the actual LG G4. There's definitely a lot of protection around it to keep it from falling, keep it stationary. All right, guys, so it comes with some instructions here. It tells you what the parts are for. This is going to go to the back of the TV right here. So you have this that goes on top of the, to the back of the TV, the actual stand portion. This is the base of the stand. Kind of has some directions on the back, kind of telling you how everything is going to go into place. And this is for, I'm assuming, to cover the any wiring that you might have coming from the TV to clean up the back panel of the TV. PC, ABS, so it's a plastic kind of rubbery material. And what I found out this is an IR blaster. All right, so we have the screws over here. We have, like I said earlier, the clip. And we also have the Magic Remote and some AA batteries. This is all the stuff that comes in the box. And like I said, you have the directions here to do things properly. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy put together. And let's take a look to see what LG has going on with this LG G4. All right, guys, so after messing around with it, you have to kind of shimmy this in there. This piece right here, the front of the OLED is right here. So you see the LG symbol here. Essentially, you lean this forward right? And then you just push forward with it, and it actually snaps into place, but you have to lean forward, put it down, and then move forward with it. It actually will snap into place. And then this part, when we finish, will go here. But right now, let's carry on. All right, guys, for this next step, you are going to need a screwdriver. So make sure you have a Phillips head available, and you're going to need these silver screws here, and they actually go into right here. We'll just put those in, and we'll start to screw those in. Make sure they're nice and snug, and then we'll move on to the next thing. All right, guys, so as you can see, everything is moving swimmingly. The LG logo is at the front. And now we're going to go ahead and screw in this mount for the back of the TV. And it appears like it actually, there's a hook right here. It appears like it actually goes, this hook actually goes through the hole in the back of here. And so we're gonna just go ahead and slide that on. Okay, and we'll take these screws, and there's some, if you want it lower, you can have a lower center of gravity. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it high, so there'll be some clearance. If you wanna put a sound bar there, you can put a sound bar. If you want this mount a little bit lower, there's another set of screws down at the bottom. There's 4, so I got it at the top though. So we use those top screws, and let's go ahead and put these screws in for the back of the TV bracket. All right, guys, so once you have that, just make sure everything is nice and snug. You need to, put a little bit more torque to it, these screws, because this is where the TV is going to be resting. So just make sure everything is nice and snug. Once you do that, it's on to the next thing. All right, guys, so if you take this off, you will see the back of the TV. I was wondering where the power cable was. This power cable is attached to the back of the TV. Do not pull it hard. The last thing to get the TV operational would be to lay it flat for the 55-inch. And for the 65-inch, it gives you the option of screwing it in while it's standing up. But this is the 55-inch model, so we're going to lay it flat. On the surface, and then we're just going to screw the base into the back of the TV while it's laying flat. We're going to pull up with it. It is heavy, okay? And we're going to go ahead and lay it flat. Okay, it is now laying flat. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab this, and we're going to go ahead and do the mount. All right, guys, I have the TV on a soft surface. It's ready to be mounted to the stand. And so here's the stand right here, guys. It's got some screws on the back side right here that we're going to use 4 screws. And then there's a couple of hooks right here that you have to pay attention to, okay? These hooks right here, please pay attention to those. They actually hook into the back of the TV. There's the one right here, and then there's one right here. So please watch for those hooks. We're gonna stick those in first, okay? Let's go ahead and slide it in. All right, guys, so now we slid it in. Let's go ahead and get the screws, and we'll tighten the screws to the back of the TV. All right, guys, it appears I made a mistake, so we're gonna have to take off the mount. I forgot to run this power cord through the back of the TV stand. What we're gonna do after that is run this power cable down the back of the mount, okay? It's gonna come out the bottom, and we should be good to go. All right, guys, so we're now looking at the back of the LG G4 and some of the ports. Remember at the beginning of the video, I had this particular cable. Honestly, did not know what it was. It's an IR blaster. Plug it into the IR blaster port right here. There's another port, RS232C, SVC only. I'm not sure what that is, but I'll put the information up on the screen. We also have the antenna cable, your digital audio out, your LAN to connect your Ethernet cable. Then you have 2 of your HDMI 2.1. I believe these are 4K at 144 Hertz. And then you have 2 USB ports right here. As we come around on the other side, you have 2 more HDMI ports. Of course, these are 4K, 144 Hertz. You have your eARC port right here. So that's where you would plug in your sound bar. And then you have another USB in right here. So it's you have 3 USBs, 4 HDMI, and then you have, of course, like I said, your optical and your antenna on this other side. And so essentially, you would want to run all your cables here and all the way down and all the way here. And then if you're gonna have it on the stand, run all your cables through there. So, and then you would have the cable cover right here, and that will cover your cables. All right, guys, so now we have the TV cable here, and it's gonna go down the back of this TV stand like so. We're gonna slide this piece on the back of this and cover this power cord. All right, and as you can see, it's nice and clean. It's running down the base of the TV stand. The last piece that we have, guys, is this. This is to conceal your HDMI cables and clean up the back of the TV. All right, and as you can see, it just snaps in place. It's pretty easy to install, but it is just there to kind of clean up the back of the TV and to conceal even more cables should they need to run through. All right, guys, and without further ado, here is the LG G4. On the initial inspection, we don't have any cracks or anything like that right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and turn this bad boy on and make sure it actually runs. All right, guys, this is the first time that I'm seeing this. All right, here's the home screen. I have an LG CX, so I have an account, but I'm not going to do this right now. This is just my impressions to get a feel for the TV. All right, so far, snapping between apps is really good. It's actually much quicker than my LG CX, which is fantastic. I love the fact that it's super snappy. I have not taken the screen protector off, so we'll do that here in a second. Let's take a look at the actual build quality while YouTube is updating. Just this brushed metal, very smooth and cool to the touch. All right, see how thin it is. Very nice. The stand, like I said earlier, is substantial. The build quality is exceptional on this, guys. It's nice and heavy. I'm liking this metal finish. Very nice. All right, guys. So before we look at YouTube content, I'm going to go ahead and do the screen peel. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Wow, guys, this is nice. Nice, nice, nice. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, this screen is, whoo. Okay. All right, I'm liking what I'm seeing, guys. This is nice. Overall, guys, if you've had an OLED before, you know how beautiful OLED screens are. My main reasoning for getting this TV is I wanted to see how far OLED has come since the CX. And I mean, this TV has some punch to it, guys. The highlights, the details, so far, some of the motion that I'm seeing. I haven't done any setting. This is all just me turning the TV on. Upon my initial impressions, guys, the motion is really, really good on this. So we'll do a further deep dive, guys, and I'll let you guys know my finding in upcoming videos. All right, guys, so my overall impressions of this TV, this is really nice, guys. The contrast is there, it's OLED. It's bright. This is the 55-inch version. The audio on the 55-inch, it sounds pretty good. There is a lack of bass on the low end. And so that's one of the things you're going to have to look out for upon interacting with this TV. We'll dive further into the specs. It's got that wow factor to it, guys. If you've never had an OLED, or if you're coming from an older OLED too, the wow factor is going to be even bigger because I've been living with an LG CX. And so going from LG CX to this, that wow factor is there. I look forward to doing a deeper dive on this TV, guys. You know, I'm going to play with it some more. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Please comment below if you have any questions, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.